get this little guy in. And I might have to move you guys over here. I think that's better. Yes. I think that's much better. I think. Yeah, that's better. All right. All right. To the standard check my live stream vocals. Yep, it's perfect. Hello, mates. Hello, Nat the Bats. Hope you're well. Literally just went live. You are the first in the house, my man. Just quickly getting set up, making sure we've got some goodies to go. But welcome, my friend. Welcome. You are first row seats, ticket holder. It's another sunny, very sunny day. So let's see if we can actually get some footage on camera, because it is bloody sunny today. And we'll continue from this morning. If you didn't see it, this morning's live stream, thank you to those that did follow. I do 2 a day, sort of try and change the time frame so everyone can have a watch. All right, let me have a quick look. Stuart, hello, mate. Hello, I'm well, bud. I'm doing well. How are you going? Thank you for jumping in. I'm just quickly getting some stuff sorted. I am just off camera here. I'm trying to find the best camera angle because we did change the track. If you didn't join this morning, check out today's stream because we did change the track. It's basic, but it's bigger. That's what she said. Basic, but bigger. And we've got a couple of cars to look at. We've already seen some of them. We've got some tyres to talk about because some people asked about tyres. Come on, Trav, English. And we're going to build something quickly before we put some cars on the track because we have the bigger straights. I want to start looking at building this little guy, which I know we're still waiting for some people to join. We're going to put this guy around the track today because we have now got 2 massive straights. So we'll try and achieve that on camera as well. So let's wait for some people to join. Whilst that's happening, let's just get the track warmed up with some cars. Hopefully they do some friendly laps. Just to run in our brand new layout. Oh, he's too fast. Oh, Mercedes had his Wheaties this morning. He just took off like a rocket. And I will separate some of these cars so you can actually see the track. And if you didn't join this morning, we got a very special delivery from a GT3 team here in Germany, I should say. Basic is better anyway. Oh yeah, I agree, Nat. Like, it's different. It's not complex. We do have a very complex part down the bottom. I try and keep my tracks, I guess, yin and yang. So up this end, we've got a very basic flow. I know not everyone can see that at the moment, but we've got a pretty basic flow through here. And at the back, we've got a pretty technical section. A bit more of a sprint track. Of course, we had the sprint weekend. But whilst they're cracking out some laps, I'm going to have a quick look at this kit. What's your favorite car for this track? I haven't driven it very fast yet. So we did put around a couple this morning. The Lambo did really well. This is the one that, if you haven't seen my socials at the moment, we've got some YouTube shorts happening on this little guy. This actually went really well on this track. Really well around this track, which is the GT3. That's just gone up on my socials if you want to see that hitting a track. And I think we drove the Aston, which went really well. Quickly, I want to show, we did get a delivery this morning. We'll touch on that really quickly. A GT3 team from Germany sent me a little gift. They've been watching the live streams. I didn't know they actually had a Carrera slot car. Right at the new track. Yes, it's going all right. Hello, Piastri. Hello, mate. We got this sent to us this morning. If you did watch this morning, it's a bit of a refresh. The driver, his name is Michael Essman. He's a 911 GT3 Cup 992 driver of this exact car. And he sent us a little gift. He sent us this. Look at that. Probably one of my favorite slot cars I've ever received. So it's Porsche, it's Carrera, it's digital, and it's directly from the team. So thank you. They already know, I've already shared them our footage from this morning, and they were pretty happy to see this on the channel. So they did send us that to us to have a look at. So really cool. All right, so let's get into today's little task. Of course, as always, any questions about any hobbies, I do RC, I do slot cars. If you've got any questions, feel free to hit the comments. If there's anything you want to talk about, raise it. We've got some tyres to look at, but the main thing is I want to finish the track off. This track will last a couple of days. We do change it up pretty regularly. I'm going to walk you guys around to this side while the cars are flying. New track working well. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I want to quickly bring you guys here though, because I want to do this so you can see. I know we've got a bit of glare, haven't we? Let me move you this side. Hold on. That might be better. So what we want to try and do today is we want to get something along this straight. We've got a digital change over here. You'll see the cars change, and if they have a little accidente, they're going to push them off the track here. Now, I don't have enough borders at the moment to finish this off, but we did get something sent to us from last week's package. So we'll put that on there. So I'm going to start doing that now. A little bit of gluing needs to be done. I won't probably do the full kit and caboodle. Let me grab my phone because I know there's questions coming through and I want to answer it. Do you have F1 game? I can download the demo of 25, but I won't be buying it yet because it's quite expensive. I have played it. I don't think my setup's, oh shit. I don't think my setup is really the best for it. But yes, I can get it. I definitely can get it. So yeah, feel free. Feel free. So, Armacal, let's get into that. We've got some instructions here. We've got some cars going around the track at the moment. It's very basic. We're going to put together this little strip of goodies. This should give us some safety barriers for our track. I'm going to go full length, which we'll test right now because it is a big boy. And because I like to run a really long straight, we won't be cutting this down to size. So it is quite long, and I'm hoping if I lie this out like this, we should be able to see the length. Oh, it's more than enough. Look at that. That's really long. So it's going to actually take up the whole length. That's really cool. Oh, easily. Yep, done. So it's going to take up the whole length of this straight, which I really need it on this side, but I don't think we can do that. So let me just quickly get out some of the stuff that we need to cut this open, and then we'll get into it. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. All right. And that new car that did come today is a digital. So we've got another digital car to the fleet. Mike is muting and unmuting. Let me have a look. Let me check it out. Is it better now? Is it better now? Let me know. David A, hello mate. Guys, can you hear the mic? Is the mic better? Give me a sound check. I know the mic can play up. So let's open this guy up. And this is going to be a pretty quick build whilst the cars are flying around. You're doing shitted in urinal instead of the toilet. Oh, cool. How old are you, mate? How old are you? So hold on. Nope. Yep. Is it better or not? Is it okay? Can you hear me? If not, I'll redo the live. So I was going to quickly punch these out, and I'll show what these are. So I get all the parts and pieces out, and it's a beautiful day here in Austria as well. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Okay. Hold on. Let me check it. Oh, it's okay. Oh, okay. Oh, well, someone says it's okay. If it's not okay, apologies. So, these are quite cool, actually. I'll show you what I'm doing once I punch all this out. I'll be able to show you. Oh, there goes another car. We're losing all our cars now. Any suggestions on a tough camera car to get you? These are all pretty tough, so I'll quickly show you. These are done, thousands of laps now, and the only thing that's going to break on your slot car is your mirrors. They'll definitely come off, so if you want to glue them on, and stuff like your rear spoiler, which I've obviously broken on this one numerous times. So they're pretty hardy. I mean, they're pretty hardy. If you're going to go a really strong car, let me quickly grab one because he's just done a backflip onto the floor, which is not ideal, but hey, for entertainment purposes, we've thrown it on the ground. Oh, they're both actually side by side. Hold on a tick. Let me quickly show you. I would recommend getting the NASCARs because they're pretty much a one piece. There's not too much that comes off them, and I can show you the two differences. We've got two NASCARs here. The back one here has lost its rear fin, but you can see here all you're losing is that little duck wing there. Other than that, there's stuff all that can come off these. Sometimes young kids come and go way too fast. Any suggestions on a tough camera? Yeah, are you running, what program, what are you running? Scalatric, Carrera? Are you slowing down the cars for the kids? Because of the system that we're looking at right now, you can actually slow it down. So, we need some, do we need some drill bits? I don't think so, hold on. Freestanding, we need freestanding. We need freestanding. So there's two ways you can build this. You can actually drill these and put these into a wood routed track. We're actually going to be doing, this is the freestanding, so literally drilling a hole, putting your tab in, which is a lot easier, and then actually sticking it to the rail. So what happens is you've got these little adapters here. These are 3D printed, and if you bring in your little armor rail, they will, I think from behind, one of the ways, either in front or behind, they're being cut in a way that they actually then mold to your little guy here, which will hold it in place. Then you drill a hole and they stick into the ground. We're not doing that because we're on a portable table. So we are going to use the build tube, and I'll quickly put one together and we'll have a look together exactly how it looks. We are going to need some glue. It's quite easy to do all this stuff, but you will need some glue. You will need some glue, but we're using wood instead of the good old plug and play. I think that's what they call it. And then we put it into the feet. So we need to glue a shit ton of these little guys. They come in the kit, a bit of a 3-piece. So what we've got here is we've got 3 pieces of little MDF wood. They're already pre-colored, so they come printed with color. And then you've got your grass base. So I'll quickly take that one apart and show you what I'm going to be building. You've got these 2 little pieces right here, pretty much identical side by side. And then you got a hello game fan, hope you're well mate, thank you for watching. And then you got this little sucker here, which goes in between. That gives it the separation. The separation, man. Glue that together, put it into its stand, and then those little cutouts here will actually stick into our border. Sometimes young kids, oh yeah, got that. So we're going to quickly build a couple of those because we need to, otherwise we won't have any guardrail. And I do want to get them on track so people can see. We will have some more stuff coming on the track, which is good. I believe, was it Race? Oh, I forgot the name for a tick then. The Racing Room Extras, they're very happy with our live streams. They've been extremely happy with us showing off the product. And you guys have been pretty happy seeing it. So they are going to be, I believe, sending some more different stuff. I have requested some of their pit buildings, so you can actually run a pit building system from them, and then the pit building itself allows you to have a bridge on top. So the pit building doubles as a track holder, which might make sense right now, but once we get it, hopefully we get one to have a look at, I'll then try and actually build it as a bridge / pit building. And what I mean by that is it's where your cars park in their own little garage. Any questions here? Imagine Verstappen and Norris fighting in this track in Austrian Alps. Well, it's called the Red Bull Ring, so they have done that before. Oh, here's the questions here. Sorry, I can see here. I've got 132 Scalatric and 143 Carrera track. Okay, yeah, I'm guessing if you're analog on the Scalatric track, you should be able to, on your controller, I'm guessing, depending on what one you have, control the speed of the car. If not, I do recommend upgrading to a system, either Scalatric or Carrera, where you can start doing that, actually changing the speed. So with any kid on a slot car track, it's definitely worth spending the money on a system that allows you to monitor the speed, because these go really fast. You pull the trigger, they will come off the track. I mean, it does come down to a lot of skill as well. And of course, little kids don't have the skill to drive a slot car at full power, nor do I. So definitely look into doing that, mate. It's not an expensive upgrade, but you'll have a lot more fun out of it knowing that the kids can drive. Yours is going full pelt, they're going slower. You won't damage as many cars. And then for a camera car, which was the question from the same person, there's a lot of Scalatric cars that you can purchase that are pretty hardy. Very, very hardy. Scalextric do make a pretty strong car, so you won't go wrong. Just choose one that you think will hold the camera well. Just a flat. It's something I'm looking to do in the future, but right now I don't have one, so I can't recommend a camera or. All right, let me just pump out a fair few of these, which is riveting footage for you lot. Yeah, riveting, because I do want to get this on track to see what it looks like, and then we're going to quickly run a couple of cars because we've got some new ones to take a look at. I did talk about it this morning. Justin, thank you for the sub, mate. I appreciate that. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Imagine Verstappen. It's digital. Oh, it's digital. Oh, you should be able to control the cars then. Can you not? I could be wrong, but can you not control the car speed? Turn them down for the kiddies. Turn them down. Let's see. We'll get these NASCARs going while I'm talking. It might be a bit loud, but let's get some cars going around the track because this is quite boring. So let's get this all started. We do have another brand track coming as well, so I can show it off, which is, I don't know when it's coming, but Scale Auto have spoken to me on the weekend, which is another brand for those that do know. It's a very top quality brand. They'll be sending a care package my way, and I believe they're sending their new track set, which then I'll be able to sort of compare, Scalextric Carrera and Scale Auto, which I think is good to have options. It won't be digital. I will be doing some tricks to make it digital in the future, but it's just another option for you guys to look at. And then we can put the track pieces side by side because the track piece is almost as big as Carrera track. I'm multitasking. I'm gluing these while there's NASCARs racing underneath me. They're driving so peaceful too. Go NASCARs, go! And this is why I like the actual digital style of things, because I can just let these guys drive around, and it's a bit of a good, what would you call it? It's digital, not without using an ad. Pepperlini, thank you for the sub, mate. I appreciate it. And let's quickly talk subs. We've been doing the live streams regularly for the last 10 days. I do want to thank everybody because we have had close to 500,000 views via our live streams. And I think we've crossed over an extra 1,000 subs this week. So thank you, everyone. I have been focusing a lot more on the live streams. I like the interaction. I will try and get some videos out, but they do take a lot of time. But I think we're getting more traction doing this stuff than we are making a video. And you guys can sort of tell me what's what, and Trav, you're doing a shit job, and I like that. So I'm going to make one more, and then we're going to break up the stream. We'll do something a bit different because I want to show off a thing or two. Let me just get these on. I want to show some tires off, and I'll see if I can fit some. All right, so we've got a couple of those. Let's stop doing that for a second because that's going to get boring for you a lot. Let me quickly grab a set of tires because we were doing this morning. Where did I put them? Ultra for 6x5, 6x5s. All right, we're going to bring, that is the Ultra Grips. I'm off camera just for a second. Ultra Grips. And I don't know if these are going to fit, but let me just come over with the car because while these two NASCARs come our way, we'll stop them because we had some questions during the week about tires for slot cars. Now this is extremely Mega Digger. Hello. I want to get back into streaming and I want to make videos, but I work FIFO now. It's hard. Just stream, mate. Turn on the camera. Just turn on the camera. What kind of content you're going to be showing? I'm interested to know. Not without using an app. Yep, got that. Just do it. Have the time. Just do it. Have the time. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, it is. It's hard balancing. Like I've got my son home right now, and my priority is my family, but also it is good to continue, live streaming because you do want to engage with people. So no, I get it. It's tricky, but yeah, I'm interested. What are you going to stream? Tell me. So let's get this guy off the base. Now this is a Corvette from a brand called NSR, really, really top tier brand. Sim racing for stream and car vids for my S13. Yeah, do it, mate. Just stream it. Go for it. Be very interesting. I think the more the merrier. This is an NSR Corvette, really top manufacturer when it comes to racing. And some people asked about tires. Now, I probably have to do some work. Yeah, we'll get a bit too much slop in the back. I will have to change this, but we do have some tires. They do make tires. Whether they're going to fit this car or not, we'll find out in a tick. So here are some aftermarket tires. You probably can't see that because the glare is shit. Let me just bring you guys over. Yeah, it's a sick Corvette. Yeah, it's stunning. Let me just tilt you guys down so you don't get the glare. It's really, really sunny here, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's really sunny. Sorry guys, I don't know how I can not show the glare. Let's go this way. This might be better. Is that better? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. No, we'll go the other way. Sorry about the glare, but you can see more burns. Yeah, that's better. So, got some aftermarket tires. These are 19 by 5s by 13. So ultra grip. So what that means is the tires that are coming on this car, which we'll take off right now, these just peel off nice and gently. 207 in the chat, 10 likes. Can we hit those likes, guys? It does help. It tells YouTube that we're doing something special and they'll send it out. So that's the standard tires that come on the car itself. Now I haven't measured these, so I don't know which ones are going to fit, but with the simple look skis, let's get the ultra grips out. These are ultra grips. So they do actually manufacture aftermarket tires for slot cars, and there's a lot of R&D that go into them. Testing, they run them on a machine. Let's have a quick look to see. It might be a bit too big, but we'll fit one on and see how it looks. It's just probably going to be a bit too big. But putting on a tire is quite easy. You can glue these on. I would recommend if you're going to race, if you're allowed to, glue them on, but we won't today. We'll just try and squeeze these little bastards on as good as we can. I remember earlier you said you want to get into RC cars. What type of RC cars do you want? I used to race. So here's a quick little story with Trav. I actually raced against, well, I didn't race against him. I watched him race as a young fella. I was in a different tier than him because he was better. But Oscar Piastri, I was lucky enough. I was born in Melbourne. I watched him race RC cars when he was a younger fella. He was dominating. So that was early 2000s. He would have been, I think he was 8 when I saw him. There we go. So that fits on nicely. So that's the Ultra Grips. Oh, you can actually feel how grippy they are. Wow, that's the Ultra Grip. So we're going to drive that and see how that goes. But in the same token, is it going to rub? Oh, it's rubbing. We need to true those down. So we're going to do some adjustments to that. So let me get those both on. So I'd like to get back into some drift cars, but I'm here in the Alps. So I might get into, I really think I'll benefit from having a crawler or some off-road buggy. I have mini Zs before. I've done the smaller stuff. You know, I've raced with the TI05, the TI06, TRX. I've done some racing a long, long time ago. So I would like to get back into it, but nothing serious. I can't afford to. It's a very expensive hobby. So is this, but it's really, you know, I've got to buy a charger. And so we'll see what happens. I will get some RC stuff happening. I believe we've got 2 things coming very soon. These need to be trued. What that means is, I'm going to quickly show you. I can show you. That glare is shit. I'm sorry about that. These tires are going to be rubbing up against the motor. So these need to be put on what's called a truing machine. You literally take an axle out, you put it on. Should we ask the wife what she thinks about slot cars? She runs off. Hey, go! She's out of here. Get out of here. So you can put these on what's called a truing machine, and that will take away a lot of the material, but it also then give you a nice flat surface across. So it'd be nice, like almost like a palm surface. I don't have that, so I can't do that. So these will probably perform quite shitty, but we'll see. Got to quickly fix that axle. We've got a bit of slop in that axle. So let me get some tools of the trade. I have an RMX2. Oh, excellent. I used to race 1.8 off-road. Oscar Domination. Yeah, he's so good. He's so good. We knew he was going to be good when I used to watch him race RCs, and then once we knew he was, I watched him jump into F3, and then I really took a lot of notice on him because I guess we kind of knew what skill he had. I don't know him personally, but watching him with the RC stuff, yeah, just do that overnight. So I'm going to quickly fix the slop in this Corvette and put it around the track. Put it around the track, Trav. Where's all my tools gone? We're losing tools. This is not good because I need... Oh, hold on. We need the tools, man. Tools of the trade. So I think we might go around to the other side. I need a chair. No, hold on. This is a live stream, so nothing's planned here. We do sort of freeball it. So thank you. If it is a little bit of a mess, the stream will clean up eventually because we get into a bit of a rhythm. But let me take a seat. I've got our questions here. What's my favorite color? No one's asked that yet. Have we frozen? Oh, have we frozen? Skip to live. Oh no, we're good, sorry. I think McLaren have detuned Piastri's car. I don't think they have, but I reckon they're not helping him, that's for sure. They're definitely not helping him. I can see there's a lot of bias. Not that I'm Australian and I think so, but it is very evident that there's a lot of bias when it comes to it. Jose, hello, hello, hello. No glare, the sun helps to see what you're doing. Can you guys see it properly? Just let me know, because I've got a lot of glare on my end. All right, so we've got our special little tools here. We're gonna have a quick look at our axle. This is the part I love about slot cars. You can actually work on them, not like real cars, of course, but there is a lot of maintenance. So let's take him off. These tires should definitely be glued on, but we're not going to do that. So what I've done is there's a little bit of slop. So you can see it's now gone. We had a little bit of slop with that axle. And the reason there was, is I was being what's called a major dickhead, and I unloosened that and I left it, it's stuck now, hold on. So you can see we've got a bit of slop. You don't want that. You're going to get chatter. You're going to get a really shit drive. And the main thing is as well, your meshing for your gearing, you don't want it to move around too much. You want a beautiful meshing, and the meshing is this, when you turn it up and down. If there's too much slack, you'll see a lot of movement from the tire before the actual pinion on the gear moves, but this is meshed really well. But if I've got this going on, you're gonna have chatter, lots of chatter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick our little Allen key into the hole that's been cut out, into a grub screw, loosen it off a fraction, tighten it up, and push it hard up against that brass collar. This little brass collar right there. We're going to push it up hard against that. That is that's dictating our space from our, I guess you would say, our, I don't know what the official name is for that, but it's what's holding the axle in. That'll give our official gap. Yappos! I'll go. All good for me. Yep, all good. So hold on, let me have a quick look. Papaya rules, I think McLaren, yes. 342, 19 likes. Jeez. Do I have to start dancing? What's going on? No, thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. We had 30,000 views this morning. Woohoo! Back into the 30s. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Not everyone stuck around, but I think we peaked at 500 people watching. It's very exciting. We do live streams sometimes twice daily. I try and go Monday to Friday and take the weekends off. Give you guys a break. So we're going to put this tire back on. It is sitting on there loosey-goosey, so I don't know how... I don't think it's going to be the greatest when it comes to performance, but you're going to trust me when I say, just touching these, I can feel a major difference from these little bastards here. So these feel a little bit on the weaker side, real grainy. Yeah, they're a little bit older, but these are starting to tack off nicely. So let's put the body back on. I really should have trued these tires, meaning taken some of the material off them, because they are going to be probably a bit too big. But let's quickly throw our body on. Does it rub? Oh, it does rub, but who gives a shit? Let's just give it a crack. So let's put a screw back in. We've got 3 quick screws, and then we'll put it around the track, and we'll go back to the shitty tires. I shouldn't say that because they're not shit. We'll go back to the original tires, and we'll see if it handles better. See what you guys think. So let's do that. Yep, all good. Yep, all good. Yep, all good. I'll go. What's that mean? Am I reading it wrong? So let's just do these screws up, making sure you don't want them too tight, but I'm going to put them tight enough just to give us as much clearance from the chassis as I can. What's the way to clean your tires when they start picking up dust? Good question, my man, because we're going to do that anyways. Whenever you fit tires, whether they're brand new or not, always give them a nice little run on some magic, which I'll go get that magic little thing right now. So bear with me. Let me quickly put the tools away. Metal and a slot car track do not like each other. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So we're going to put our shitty tires, or our standards. Let me go get the magic cleaning stick. He's got the magic cleaning stick. The world's cheapest cleaning product. You can get products to clean your tires, you know, if you want to go all that far into it. I'm just a friggin' dude on a camera. Is that Scalatric? This is, no. So we're looking at this is a Carrera slot car track, but we're actually looking at a NSR, which is an Italian brand slot car. So if you want to clean your tires, highly recommend grabbing one of these. I'm in Europe, so these are €1.75. So cheap shit, get them yourselves. What you simply do is, it's sticky. I'm gonna rip off a new one. Now you get a good quality one. This one is really bad, and I'll tell you why, but we're gonna use it anyways. You want a good quality one of these that doesn't actually tack off on itself. Whoever thought you guys were watching a live stream where I'm talking about a lint cleaner? Just good here, 24 watches, 26 likes. Come on, folks. I don't think I deserve it. They don't like me enough. Wow, man, what a setup you have on a mountain. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If you want to go see a really good setup, check out about 2 years ago my old YouTube videos. You should see my setup. It was in my shed in Australia. It was epic. All right, so we got our tires. We got our clean. I've just taken off a fresh wrap. Now this one's a shit quality one because sometimes the sticky paper will actually stick to the tire and you don't want that. So simply do this, roll, roll, roll. Very, very simple. Now there shouldn't be too much on this. We've just put these tires on and we haven't even put it on track, but I'm gonna quickly show you. There is still, you probably can't see that, you might see that dark line. There is still some gunk on there, but if I get an older car, like this NASCAR, which has been smashed to the nines, and we do it again, oh yeah. One I prepared, oh, holy shit, they're really bad. This is what they pick up. So let me just give this one a quick clean. Really simple. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh. Look at that. Wham, she's gone. Hello, Eltham. I'll get you a like just because. Thank you, mate. We're not building, we are building. We're building and we're doing up a car. So there you go. It's quite simple. Lint remover, best thing in the world. 507 and we've got 29 likes. Hello, Old Bricks, OH Bricks, hello. So, if you're just joining, we've just fitted some new tyres to our Corvette, super duper Corvette, and we're going to put it around the track to see if these new tyres are better than the old tyres. Now, I've got no official timing system. I sound like Matt from Carl. Let's use our official timing system. We don't have any of that junk. You're going to have to take my word. I'm going to set you guys up on track cam, which is pretty much the same cam, and I'm more of an RC guy myself, but I can respect slot cars. Yes, I'm RC as well, mate. I'm RC. I do a lot of hobbies. Sim racing, RC. I don't really rule any hobby out, mate. I think they're all incredible. I do love my RCs. I do love my RCs. Oh, hey, we've got 85 likes. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to quickly put this into digital mode. Oh, sorry, analog mode. So just bear with me. We're going to turn him on. I hope. Looks like we've got some power issues, of course we have. I hope not. Do we have power issues? Ooh, maybe we do. Ooh, we might have some power issues, legends. I hope not. Bear with me, Aaron. Just quickly see if that's plugged in properly. It is, but I can't see why we've got no power. So just bear with me. We've lost power, which is never a good sign. Oh, I know what. It's bloody hanging off the track. Sorry. We're back. We're back. So I'm going to quickly put it into analog mode. If you have followed me on your live streams, you'll know what I'm doing, but I'll explain it after we test it. The reason we're doing this, some people have asked, Trav, can you get different tires? So we have. We've got some aftermarket race tires. So let me just put him on track. So I'm going to quickly code the car, which means I'm putting into my... I'm going to give him a quick drive around, get him warmed in. They are very sticky. They are very sticky. I just going to make sure that our braid is good. And let's give it a bit some more speed. So we need to give it a little bit more speed because she has got some sticky tires. So I'm expecting some performance out of it. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get... Oh, these tyres are well good. I am going slow through the corners at the moment, but we are flying into this straight. And once these tyres start heating up, we should see some performance gain. But they will take a while to rubber in. And the other issue is we haven't trued them. We haven't actually set these tyres up like a race car, making sure that the diameter is the right diameter because they are quite big. Always a big drift. And because there's that super sticky slicks, we're going to have to give this thing a clean. So let me just do one more lap. It's getting the arse out really nicely around that corner. So now we're starting to get some heat in the tyres. All right, so I'm going to quickly show you something. Because we haven't actually been around the track with this car yet, let's give them a quick clean and it'll just show you how much junk is on a track. So back to our €1.75. Is anyone actually watching? Or by myself? Oh, yeah, you guys can see that. Hello, Stephen. Hello, mate. What time of day is it there? We are looking at 3:40 p.m. Trav, did you have a Tamiya when you were a kid? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I built Daytona. Awesome, awesome. How's your day going? Thanks for showing us that high-tech tyre cleaning device. So here it is, the high-tech tyre cleaning device. We've just fitted these tyres on. So let's see how much gunk comes off them. Actually not, oh no, there is a lot. There is a lot. And I'm having a really bad time actually turning these tyres. They are so sticky. They're that sticky that I'm actually struggling to clean them. So that was our tyres just now. You can probably see, I know it's riveting. Look at that. We're looking at a fucking, look how sticky that is. I'm not even holding that. But the issue I have is we're going to go for another run. So hold your horses, you crazy bastards. The issue we have though is, I've got to be honest, these are too big. We need to true these down. We need to take some material off, but I don't have that machine on me right now. So this would perform beautifully if we actually took a bit of the thickness out of the tire. But nevertheless, we're a budget channel, so we're doing budget shit. So hang on with me. Where's my controller? There we go. So taking some cleaning off it, and that's why it's sort of struggling through some of the core. Oh, fuck, it's fast. Sorry about the swearing, but I get surprised how fast these things go. And I'm not going full pout. I'm literally tickling the controller, but I can feel when I put the power down, and that's me not braking quick enough, it actually is gripping. And that corner is coming really fast. So once I get used to how this car wants to drive, we'll probably, oh, we actually got some rubber on the tire, on the track. It's starting to rubber up the track. That is cool. So let's go again. And you can kind of hear it. It's dragging its ass a bit. I don't know if you guys can hear that because I'm talking, but it is dragging its tail a little bit. But just the way it looks through those corners, and I probably should move this because you probably can't see the corner. Keep your eyes over here and watch how settled it is through the corner. And remember, these are like real race cars. When you put tires on them and you start tuning them, they will perform a lot better. So just watch it through here because this is where it's really sitting nicely. That's where you start losing your car, but we are planted. Yes, this corner's a bastard, but it settles down. Right? And the issue we have is these corners are really way too sharp. So some of these ones where we're going into the corner, it's a bit harsh on the car because the car normally should be on a bigger track. But through that section there, I'm impressed. So a couple more laps and then we'll go back to the old school ones and we'll see how long it takes. Now we're getting too much grip. And that's why we're rolling. We're now getting a little bit too much grip, which is a good sign. It means they're rubbering in. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got some damage. Don't break. That's only the wheel hub. One more lap and then we'll quickly change over to the older tyre and we'll see if it drives a bit more solid. Done. Before I smash the shit out of it, let's quickly change the tyre, which is very, very simple. So, do tyres make a difference? Yes, we didn't time that, but we will in the future. But you have to take my word for it. This track is bigger than it looks on camera. I have to walk around the bastard. So let's get our old lacquer band tyres back. Yeah, I'm going to bring you guys over to get nice and close. So we're going to have a look at how these performed. I'm going to quickly read some comments before I get stuck into doing the tyres. I want to make sure I'm engaging with you guys. Never knew SLOTCARS had a community like this. Yeah, it's a pretty big community. It is. Hello, unknown. Hello, mate. What else is there? Never knew. Burnout on the track to true the tyres. Hi, how are you doing today? I can remember back in the old days, very different back then, playing this game. Yes, it would have been exciting. Trying to pick up between True Speed or Carrera wireless controllers. Oh, True Speed. The little bleachers are so funny. Love it. Thank you, mate. They're awesome. If you want to see how I built those, go and check out my live streams over the last couple of days and you'll see the full build. They were incredible. Don't forget we're going to give full credit to our bar though. We do have a full-blown pub if you're into beer. We've got, maybe we've got a beer or two that you like. And I do want to apologise about the glare. It's a very sunny day today here in sunny Austria, where the hills are alive from the sound of music. All right, so tyres. Let's rip these off. Let's have a quick look at these little buggers. So they aren't fitting too well. I can confirm that. They are sticky as hell right now. So let's just quickly get them off while we have the opportunity. And let's go and put our standard ones that come on. I can already feel a difference. These got a bit of a grain texture to them. They're actually good tyres out of the box, but nothing compared to our aftermarket Slicky Dickies. This is going to be shitty without taking the body off, but we'll try our best. Let's see if I can show you some skill here. Skill? What skill? There we go. And then once you get it on, you kind of just peel it over. Yes, you should be, like RC racing, you can glue these on. If you do go club racing, there is rules and regulations around can you glue them on, can't you glue them on. So that's why I don't, just in case I go to a club and they say, hey, Malaka, what did you do that for? I'm like, what are you talking about? So that's one tire on. There is a clear difference in thickness. Look at this big fat boy. That's the slick. You can see the wall size on it. You can also see how it's starting to chew up because that's actually hitting the gearing. That's starting to chatter onto the gearing. But they feel friggin' sticky, man. And then we go around to the standards, which come with the car. You can already see there's a difference in the rolling of the wall. And you can already see that this is starting to wear in the middle. So it's a lot less wear in the middle because these haven't been trued. And that's when you know a tyre isn't running well because you've got that dark line straight through the centre. And that's what you're trying to achieve when you true it. You want it to be a beautiful flat contact surface, which none of these have been. But because these are quite sticky and fat, you probably won't get that dark line. There you go, a little bit of a key difference there. So let's rip this little bastard off. Where is our other one? Yep, he can go over there. Now, NSR, they're an Italian brand, high quality stuff. This is a hobby grade slot car. I class this as a non-toy slot car. Nothing wrong with the toy stuff. It's just this is meant to go racing. And there's lots of aftermarket support parts for this brand by the brand themselves, which is NSR. You name it, you can get it. Bigger motors, when I mean bigger, RPM. What's this one? This one's it's called a King 21 Evo 3. So it's a 21,400 RPM motor. Way too much for this track, but that's why we're controlling our speed. So let me just feed this one on quickly. We'll give it a quick clean and then we'll see how it goes. I'm expecting this one to probably drift a lot more. We will still do some decent laps, but I am expecting these tyres to drift a little bit more. So let me set you guys back up on track cam. Hey, cam. Hopefully you can see enough of the track. There you go, just enough so you can see it. It's getting warm. Let me see if there's any questions before I pull the go trigger. How are you? I'm good, mate. Hello from Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Gotcha, thanks. I have a bunch of 30 seconds looking to do an F1 build. Oh, very cool. These are 132, but you can get 124. Thank you, Mega Digger. I remember having these as a kid. This is awesome. I haven't played with a slot car track in a long time. I always wanted to have an extra bedroom. Do it, mate. Do it. The little bleachers, yep, they are. Got to be nice having a track outside, always. So I used to have a shed. I've got a shed. I'm in Austria. I've got a shed in Australia. And so I used to be indoors, but this is the space I've got. I don't live in a big place here. Yes, the garden, the hills are nice, but it's a very small apartment that I live in. So this is the space I've got. All right, so I'm gonna try and get this one going around. Now, I don't have as much confidence when I pull the trigger because it's a smaller wheel as well. We're probably going to pick up a little bit more speed, and it might grip it might grip better in the first instance, but then once it starts picking up some junk, this is where these tires will then start failing. But they are very good out of the box. Now, the key difference here, these are the right. Here we go. We're starting to drift now. These are the right size for this rim because they were fitted on the car at the factory. That's why the aftermarket tyre probably doesn't look like it's going to perform as well because it's too big. But it is a better tyre. And I'm not pushing as hard because I physically can't. We've got a slide there. Yep, see, now we're starting to lose track. And that's the key difference. This is where the tyre is going to show its meat, and we're starting to lose it on the exit, and I'll probably guess we'll start losing it on the middle. So let's keep going and see how much we can push it. Here we go, we're already losing it. Yeah, so we're starting to push this tyre to its limits. So I've got to be really cautious around these corners, and I'm now just playing with the trigger. Not holding it down, just sort of giving it nice drift, giving it a little tickle. I'm going to move you guys over this side so you can see that. Come over this side, you crazy. Five, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Every bit does help. Thank you, thank you. I don't promote that, but you won't believe how much that helps. So thank you so much. Hi from New Jersey, states, how do you spell the name of the track and cars? Carrera. Oh, you can't even see that, can you guys? I'll put you down here so you can just see this part of the track. Sorry, because the glare is... can I just quickly say thank you to who that was? NK, thank you so much, mate. Just sending some good vibes, my friend. Enjoy, drive truck. It's almost bedtime. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you, mate. It helps. Carrera, this is Carrera. This is Carrera right now. We do have Scale Electric as well. We've got both tracks. But I'm going to leave the, I just want to let you just focus on here. So let's go some driving. Thank you for that donation, mate. I really, really appreciate that. I really do. I enjoy doing these streams and I hope people enjoy watching them. So here we go. Let's try and get through this corner. Hopefully we can get some drifting happening. This is when the tyre starts giving away. I am being a bit of a pussy because I don't want to damage the car. Because I know that, here we go. Oy! I'll stand here. The tyre is now starting to give way. But for a stock tyre that's fitted from factory, it's really good. So here we go. We're starting to lose it on that corner now. Come back around again. Oh, we're drifting into the corner. So I think that you get the idea. This tyre is now starting to see its limitations and it is now going to be full of junk. So let's get you guys back over here so you can see the full track. I think you can see that. And then we can sort of have a chat of Roonies. There we go. So now let's have a look how dirty this one is. And that was only a couple of laps. So I had a similar thing as a kid, brings back good memories. Hello from Japan. Hello, Japan. I want to quickly say, Japan has probably one of the best aftermarket slot car controllers I've ever used. They're called Plus One. Incredible. I did a review on it. It's on my channel. So, clean pad. We're actually taking off marbles. So you can see here, this tyre is actually starting to marble. So we're starting to marble up. And that's because we're getting too hot. So I don't know if you can see the residue that's there. That there is a marble. And that will go on the track, which we want that. You want track evolution. So there you go. Okay, I don't know what that says. Louisiana, hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Louisiana, I appreciate it. So that's the tyre debate. We had a chat the other day. Whilst everyone's here, I want to quickly show you a car that we received today. We did the unrevealing this morning on our morning stream. I'll show it again on this stream because it's friggin' incredible. I had a GT3 German team reach out to me, the team of this car I'm about to show you, and they said, Trav, take a look at this. And this arrived today. This is their real car in real life. They race this around the track, and I did not know that Carrera did a special edition, 500 of these, so we've received one. San Francisco, hello, G Silver, thank you. Can you use isopropyl? Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. Just be careful with any solutions, I would say liquids. Depending on the compound of your tyre, you can make them extra soft and sticky, that's not a problem. But I try and stay away from solutions. You will get an edge out of it though. If you do use it, you will get some benefits, but I think over time it will destroy your tyre, my own opinion. So this did turn up today, guys. I want to thank the team who did send it to me, and quick shout out to them. They sent me a signed card by the driver. We have got number 479, very rare car. And that's the driver there, good old Mikael SM. He sent me his car, which is so cool because he saw one of our live streams and he says, you look like you need help. And I do. So let's go back to digital mode. So for those that haven't joined my lives before, we are using a Carrera track. We do have Scale Electric. These guys, we do run a lot of Scale Electric cars. I have their track inside, but I've only got space for one track. So that's why we've got Carrera today. We'll change it during the week. I did show these off this morning. Some people asked about collectible cars, other makes, F1s. This is Scale Electric. We can drive it and we probably will. Actually, we'll do that now. This is a collectible. This is 2,000 pieces only. And they're a BRM / Lotus, one of one. So very nice car. So I think we'll take one of these for a spin. And for the beauty of the track that I'm using today, which is Carrera, if you haven't seen or followed along the last week, I fitted what's called an axle box. And let me quickly show you that. An axle box, which is not normal. It's an aftermarket piece of kit that I installed live. So you guys go check that out. Sorry about the jiggle. This is called an axle box. So what we are looking at here is a digital slot car track. This is normally not part of the track itself. We run digital slot cars on here, which means you cannot run an analog car. I'll show that in a tick. So I've actually soldered this little puppy in. This allows me now to turn the track back to digital, which means we can use every brand. Not part of the system normally. Axle Box, good friend of the channel, sent me one of these, put it in. Bob's your uncle, auntie, whatever you call. I don't know. Can you let us say auntie or uncle these days? I don't know anymore. Don't care. So let's get one of these F1 cars around. Get you guys posted up there. Fair play. Thanks, man. I love your channel. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The 132 scale has the same amount of car models as the 132 scale has the same. The 132 scale would have more, I would say. There's more 132 than there is 124. That's my take on it. So let me just get one of these out. Now, I've never driven these. These are brand new. Probably shouldn't drive them because they look like model cars, but I'll bring them over to the camera so you can have a look. So they are slot cars. They're underneath. We'll take the one with the least stuff to damage. We'll take this one, car number 6. So let's rip him off. We'll take him out of his little resting spot. It's time for you to drive, big guy. And normally, and this is a beautiful piece of work. Take a look at this. So very small slot car. You know, this is trying to be a 132 representation of a very old Formula One car. But I'm loving how we got, you know, the BRM. You probably can't see that because the camera is a piece of work. No, you can't see that. Just take my word for it. It's actually marked on the motor here, BRM, which is the racing team. Beautiful looking ribs down to the spinner caps. You got the driver in there, and then you flip it upside down. This is where it gets interesting. The motor is probably 3/4, or a quarter of the actual chassis itself. A little button magnet at the rear. Mwah, beautiful little jobby. So let's put that on track. Normally this car could not work on this track because it is digital, but as I just said before, because we have installed that little special box, we can drive this guy. Now he is green, so I hope you can see it. I reckon we're going to damage this. I hope not. But let's see what we do. Where is my controller? Which one of you guys grabbed my controller? It's over here. Should be able to. Oh, it's fast. Shit. All right, I hope you can see that, but it's going to be super fast. Oh, it is really fast. You probably can't even see that. And because it's got skinny wheels and it's a really small wheelbase, you could really, once you get through these corners, it's like a bathtub. Around she goes. Just a beautiful little slot car. Oi, that was dangerous. But we are moving, we are going pretty fast. So I don't want it to, if it comes off, I guarantee you she's gonna get some damage. So let's go for it down the straight. And it looks good with the sun in the background. You guys can't see that, but when it comes down that straight, it's got that real 1960s flair. I can't see it really, but then it comes into light. Oh, don't damage anything. So these are limited, only 2,000 of these, and we've just taken one for a spin around the track. But what's your thoughts on that? Is that a cool looking car? If I bring out a 132 scale GT3 car, which we race regularly, you'll be able to see the big difference. Before I go, you have your own shop? No, I don't. I don't have my own shop. I don't. Good to know, I think. 132 is best for home track. Yeah, it is. Make Monza, please. I will try. I don't have enough track for that. I am trying to save up my pennies to get more track, but at the moment, this is what you got. So there you go. That's how small this little guy was. So that's a GT3 car on the side, and we've got the F1 car, which again is very limited. So look how small that little bastard is. And when you flip it over, this thing has got so much space. Hello JD, hello mate, hope you're well. And then there's that little guy. So let's put him away. How are we going on time? Let me just quick check my stream. 54 minutes. All right, we'll keep going for a little bit longer. I think we are starting to lose some people, so I don't want to bore anyone. We do this twice daily, so I want to make sure it's entertaining for everyone. Let me just quickly put him back, and then I'll do a quick spot on digital and analog, because this is an analog car. It can only stay on one lane. It can't go into the other lane. And if it does, the person beside you will be driving your car. So that's the major difference between analog and digital. Is analog, you literally stay in your lane, and you can't have multiple cars on track other than how many lanes there are. And I'll explain that a little bit easier with this guy. So if I go from an analog track, which we are right now, and then quickly switch it to digital, just give me 2 seconds. We can then do something like this. These cars will start driving by themselves. I demonstrate this most of the time just to show people what it means. And it will, well, that one's going to be too fast. So he'll change lanes, he can drive on any part of the track he wants, and he won't interfere with your controller, because someone else, right now he's a ghost car, but there's a message. Dude, I love your passion for the hobby. It's really great to see. You're very well spoken, extremely knowledgeable, and I'm having a great time watching. Don't believe everything I say. I think I'm knowledgeable, but I don't know if I am. Now, I know a thing or two about a thing or two, but I'm not a professional at anything. So yeah, that's the main digital thing. The other major thing with digital is you can have multiple cars. You know, let me see if I can find another one, just for demonstration. Those that normally watch know this already. So put another one on, put another one on. These are going really slow, which is another good feature of digital. I've turned these into what's called ghost cars, and I've also set the speed very low. So I can let these guys race each other. It's really entertaining. We will do a race this week for you guys on the channel where you choose a car, we race them and see who wins. We'll do one before we leave today, I promise. So that's the major difference between digital. And if you hear it, listen, these guys will change lanes, where you cannot do that with analog. Also with digital, you can get a aftermarket pits where you pull into the pits. So you'll actually turn off track and then you'll refuel your car. You have to refuel your car. You've got tire wear, fuel wear. It's incredible. Aftermarket app support. So that's the digital side of it. And the reason I say there is a major difference is there's constant power right now running through this track, constant power. Now with a slot car analog track, the power doesn't happen until you pull the trigger. So if I put this analog car, there is no digital chips. Very cool, thank you, mate. There's no digital chips in here. It's a standard analog car. You know, it'll work on your home track. As soon as I put this on, you'll hear it. It'll just go. It will just want to drive. So those wheels are spinning because there is constant power going through the track, because we're allowed to now cross lanes. We're on an analog track. This car will always stay powered to this lane. The only reason it'll cross over is if the track allows you to go into the other side, which the power will carry through. So that's the major difference. So in hindsight, if you're an analog racer and you're on this track, 2 people only. That's it, 2 people only. Can I race an analog car in a digital track? That's a confusing question. So no, I was pretty much going over that. No, so in digital mode, which we are now, so off goes these cars, they'll drive by themselves. He'll crash because he's going too fast. He's an idiot. No, this cannot drive on it. But if I turn it to analog, yes, you can. So to keep it easy, you can't drive an analog car on a digital track when it's in digital mode. Just won't work. It needs a digital chip in it, like a computer, man. So also I want to quickly show, some people ask, and then we'll do a race. We'll actually do a proper race. More maybe, because I'm running out of time. I don't want to bore you. Let me quickly show you this as well, because some people freak out when they know that there's also other style of driving. So this is a 4-wheel drive slot car. So the ones that you've been looking at, every single car that we've looked at today is all powered by the rear wheels. And the way that works is, school with Trav. The way that works is we've got a obviously electric motor, and there is gearing on the rear which spin that rear axle. Very simple shit. If you don't know anything about cars, just remember there's a pinion, or let's just say gearing to keep it simple, that marries up to the rear gearing, and that motor will then spin the rear axles. Rear wheel drive, like your real car. That's it, rear wheel drive. These ones don't mean shit. Don't worry about the front wheels. In slot cars, we don't normally care about that. But because Scalextric likes to represent the real thing, if you do want any Scalextric stuff, check out my link in the description. There's a nice little linky there for you guys to use. This guy is a Ford, is it the EcoBoost? I'll tell you, it's underneath. Ford Puma WRC EcoBoost. And because it's a rally car in real life, they made it a rally car in real life. So if I turn this back wheel, I don't know if you can see that, but the fronts will turn. You can see that now. And because we've got a little belt that's driven from the rear axle, so there's no power going there, but that belt will then drive the front axle. So a little pulley system. Really, really cool. Doesn't really do much. We'll drive it now. I'll show you what a 4-wheel drive car looks like on track, because I mean, there is some benefits, yes. In Spain, they do a lot of rally racing, like proper RC rally racing. And a quick little tidbit, Spain's national sport is rally racing. Slot cars. See, now I've actually driven into the other side by accident because the lane changer was on, and now I've got no power because it's analog. So there's no power on this side. We go over here, off we go. Oh shit, let's move this guy first. So now all four wheels, no camera. The wife is trying to hide from the camera. Did you actually get through without being seen? She did. So let me just bring this guy back around. I want to quickly fix his braids. I'll talk about braids in a tick. Now this is forward driven, so you're not going to really see a difference, but hopefully we don't lose too much traction. So we should be able to pull through, not like that because it's way too fast, but we should be able to pull, not like that because I'm a shit driver. What's happening, because I've actually got that aftermarket box on it, it gives us a little bit of a surge power in analog mode, which is not good, but who cares? Let's keep going. So let's drive it. Forward drive, all wheels are spinning, and you should be able to drive smoothly around without it juddering around. So I'm not going too fast, but it's super smooth, like until I be a dickhead. But yeah, that's forward drive. So realistically, there's not much benefits from it, but really cool to have that. There is no real front wheel drive cars. No one makes a brand new front wheel drive car. It used to be done back in the day, way before my time. But the problem with the front wheel drive stuff, slot cars in the real world. What's your favorite car? I'll tell you in a tick. You can convert an analog car to digital by installing a digital chip. You sure can. We don't care about the front wheels being active on a slot car track because you're driving from the rear, and sometimes, hello Warrior One, hello mate. When the front tires hit the actual track, sometimes it upsets the rear, so it actually makes it harder to drive. Today, what type has more car models to buy, analog or digital? I'm looking to start a hobby. I'll answer that in a tick. Hello mates. Yes, we built, it's very basic. We'll build a different track this week. So I will do a little bit of a YouTube shorts on it. So please go watch that when I do it. I like to introduce our weekly tracks. So we try and change it weekly just to change it up. You know, we don't want to be boring, but very basic. I've used all standard tracks so you guys can do this at home. And the question was, what is made more? So when you're talking about the hobby grade stuff, so away from the toy brands, which is Scalextric, SEX and Carrera, they're your three major toy brands. So this is Scalextric, that's Carrera. These guys make the toy stuff. They are the ones that do the digital. They are the ones that do the digital track. So I would say Carrera is focusing a lot more on digital cars than they are on analog. They still make analog cars, but because you can buy an aftermarket chip, or I'll show you this in a tick, a digital chip, and all of their cars will take a digital chip, it doesn't really matter. But I would say go digital, because if you go analog, you're racing yourself. So let me quickly show you a Carrera, a brand new Carrera car. We'll go with the Red Bull, which we haven't really shown yet. This is brand new for 2025. I'm going to quickly show you guys this one and explain about the digital chip. Because I would say if you can go digital, go digital. Now with Scalextric, it's a different story. I don't want to confuse everyone, but let's stick with Carrera for now. Brand new Carrera, Red Bull, Lamborghini, and underneath you can already see we have a digital chip installed. How long have you been live? I can't believe I missed the beginning. An hour and 3 minutes, so not too long, not too long. Not too long, so an hour and 3 minutes. So Carrera do sell their digital cars with a chip already installed. You can buy them without the chip, they're a lot cheaper, but if you want to put on a digital track, you're going to be installing one. Very simple to do, it's a couple of wires. We will do it during the live this week, some other live stream. I have done it before, but not right now, we're getting close to the end. So digital Carrera, if you are looking to get into Carrera, their digital cars always come with a blue base. Blue base, digital on the rear. It says here, digital 132, blue base equals digital. Just remember that for the Carrera 132 scale cars. For Scalextric, it's a bit more tricky because from memory, not all of them come digital. Now, all the slot cars that I've been sent by Carrera, every single one of them that I have in my collection, they do not come with a chip. So this little guy here has not got a chip in it. So normally when you buy a Scalextric car, it'll have all these little keynotes down here, and one of them will say DPR. For you guys, it's going to be RPD because it's backwards, and that means digital plug ready, which means you can go and buy, where is it? Probably too much information, but I'll tell you anyways. You can go and buy one of these, which is the digital plug for Scalextric. So they do sell them. So then you can put the digital plug in and put it on a Scalextric track. Now, if you have a Carrera track, it's digital, and you want to run your digital cars, your Carrera normal cars on a Carrera You want to run your scale electric cars on a Carrera digital track? Well, there's a brand called Carson, and they do an aftermarket Carrera digital for your scale electric cars. So it looks like the digital standard, but it's for Carrera track. So there is ways to do it. I won't confuse the story today because people will be like, what the friggin' hell is he talking about? Because I don't even know what I'm talking about. So there you go. Let me quickly pack some of these up, and then we might just set some cars up and have a quick little tinkle around the track. And then we'll have to say our sayonara's. Sayonara's, baby, but not yet. Let's just quickly pack these up. I like to get everything in order before I move on, because otherwise I'll start breaking everything. So let me just put some of this stuff. I'm tripping over cameras. I've got no space. And then we'll simulate a race. So how's that? We'll do one digital race and see what you guys think, which we normally do on TikTok, but I haven't been on TikTok for a while because I've been enjoying this. Okay, so let's move all these ones. So today's the recap. We've started building some stuff for the track. I'll go over there in a tick and show, because we've got some newcomers. We've looked at some new tires for an NSR car. So we've actually put some new tires and done some laps. 2 seconds, guys. I think I've got some technical issues. Yeah, I have. Got to go. See you guys. See you, mate. What's the most expensive car? This is going to be nice. They all vary. Sorry, guys. I think my stream is playing up right now. I've got to be honest. I think yeah, it definitely is. My stream has stopped, I think. Yeah, it is. It's stopping. So if you are seeing this, sorry guys, my stream has played up. Yeah, but I think it's going to stop. I do apologize. I think it's going to stop. Let's see if it restarts back up. We are having connection issues. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's going to have issues. It's starting to pick back up now. Most expensive car in my collection, other than, I've got some rare ones. These ones are pretty expensive. I don't have them here to show you. Yeah, pretty standard stuff now I have. So no, nothing too expensive, but yeah. Let me just see if this live is picked back up. No, I don't think it has. I think my camera's, sometimes the rest will take the lag away. Yeah, what's wrong with your eye? What's wrong with my eye? The sun. When I look at you guys, you probably can't see that, but there is a sun right in my eye, so I have to wink. What's the name of the electric Carrera goes? Sometimes the rest will take the lag. Yeah, guys, I think I better stop it. I've got to apologize because it looks like it is starting to struggle. We will be live again tomorrow, so if you do want to jump in and have a look, we'll go live again tomorrow. Thank you to everyone that did tune in, and I hope you see you in the next live. Cheers, guys. I appreciate it. Bye.